So I have pretty severe ADHD, and one of the things that sucks about it is object permanence. Like when I was growing up, my mom didn't have an electric stove or a gas stove specifically because she was afraid I was going to burn the house down, which she should have been. She should have been afraid. Object permanence is basically just like out of sight, out of mind, but on crack. So I'll put a pot of water on the stove to let it boil to make me some ramen or something, and then the minute I turn my back, it's no longer exists to me. I burned a lot of pots, a lot of other things. I burned a lot of shit on accident. I've also let a lot of food rot because I'll buy it, shit that I love, and if I don't see it, I forget that I have it. The problem is it's not just objects. That goes for people too, a lot of the time. So like I won't text somebody or talk to somebody for a really long time, and then we'll link up, and for me, no time has passed. For them, it could have been years. For me, literally, no time has passed. I just picked up right where we left off. But to somebody else, that could look like, damn, dog, you didn't even care that we ain't seen each other in all this time? But it wasn't no time that passed for me. Here's the thing, though. When time does pass for me, it's extra slow. So the opposite is also true. If I like really fuck with you and I'm like emotionally attached to you, and we don't talk or see each other for 20 minutes, it can seem like 9 years. All of this is involuntary. Doesn't matter who it is. It's like your brain's just playing whack-a-mole, but it's not even asking you about what the whack, though. This also causes a problem, object permanence, as I was saying, with events. Like, I don't get the same joy from finishing a thing as I do from doing a thing that I want to do. Like, for me personally, I feel the most like a comedian when I'm on stage. When I get off stage, I don't feel like a comedian anymore until I get back on stage. Like, for me, the goal is to do the thing, not to finish the thing. For a lot of people, the end goal, like the end, is the goal. It's the place where you get the dopamine. You work out and you work out and you work out and you work out, and then you hit the goal of looking the way you want to look. But for me, that goal of looking the way I want to look does not exist. A lot of people think that it's a problem with motivation with people with ADHD, but the problem isn't the motivation. It's that when you talk about motivation, you are talking about being motivated to do something because there is a goal that you are trying to achieve. Well, how do you be motivated for something when there is no goal? And that's how the ADHD brain works, at least for me. So that's why it's hard for people with ADHD to do things that they don't want to do or that they're not interested in. It's because there exists no goal. It's also why we can do something to 80% and then just stop doing it. It's because the goal was not to finish the thing. The goal was to do the thing, and that's where we get the dopamine. These are hard concepts to grasp, even though I have ADHD. So I can imagine how hard they would be to grasp by somebody who doesn't have ADHD, since ADHD isn't something that you can physically see. If I had a broken leg and I was struggling to get up some steps, you would just notice why I was struggling to get up the steps. You wouldn't be like, fucking move. You know what I mean? Like you might be. I would. I'm impatient. But your brain would make the connection of what's happening, why I'm struggling. But with ADHD, you can't see the struggle. And since the human brain has to make sense out of things, your initial thought is probably going to be, that person is inept. They're not good. They can't do this thing. They're stupid. They're doing it on purpose. Which does not make you a bad person. It just makes you human. We all do that. We all make assumptions. It's a biological necessity. And then people get mad and, it causes problems and stuff because we internalize it all because we're told, oh, you're doing it wrong, but I don't know how else to do it. It's like I have bad eyes. You know what I mean? It's like somebody just telling me to see better. I'm just like, I can't. I don't know. I can't just see better. And then they just like, well, see, that's because you don't really want it. What the fuck? I have over the years come up with some fixes for that. You see, I have glass tubs. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the things in my room you can see visibly. So I don't lose track of shit. I also do meal plans. Like I'm on a little meal plan where they send me like pre-made meals because I'll forget to eat. I'll forget to eat until it's been 18 hours since I ate, and then I'm starving and I don't want to wait, so I'll just order terrible shit because it's easy. One of the funny things about object permanence is like something like this. Say I put this down. I put it down right there. Now, I turn my head, I will remember that it was right there. But if somebody moves this and literally just does that, I won't see it. My vision won't pick it up because it's looking for the snapshot that I took of it when I put it down. Exactly like that. I can see that snapshot perfectly in my head, but that's the only snapshot that it's looking for. So it won't see this. And that is some crazy shit. having a memory that can take snapshots.